Shout out Slims.
I broke the school record. Last year I was an NCAA champ, fourth also in the world in the decathlon. I mean, this is basically a mini Olympic training center right here in Arkansas. It's kind of cool. We ran the 4x4 and we won the national championship in the 4x4.
Yeah. What is going pro entitled for a track athlete?
My goal, quite frankly, is to go to the Olympic Games and go win a gold medal.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Ridin Around Show. Today we have Ayden Owens.
What's going on, everyone?
Today we're going to talk to him about his accomplishments, the upcoming national championship, and your goals for the future.
Yes, sir.
Stop in, bro.
All right.
Tell me where's it, I'm going to get it. Ever I say she on it. Blue Range Rover, she on it. Don't do no, she on it.
So for context, your main event, you're a decathlete.
I am, yes, sir.
Your main event, can I say it? Is that how you say it? The main event is the decathlon?
Yeah, man, I do the decathlon. Well, it is an event in and of itself. It's 10 events, you know, within an event, which is, I guess I could read them off for you.
Yeah,
I do the 100-meter dash, long jump, shot put, high jump, and the 400. And then that's day one. Day two is the 110 hurdles, discus, pole vault, javelin, the 1500. But yeah, that's the decathlon.
Man, how do you train when you have to basically do every event that track offers?
That's funny. Well, actually, this year I made a recent switch to a sort of like a new event. I took a little hiatus from my decathlon. It's tough physically training on 10 events. It hurts the body. You know, it's decathletes train. I mean, you're always dealing with some nagging injury. And so this year, that was sort of the story of my life. So I decided, hey, let me hop to the 400 hurdles, see what I can do in that event. But yeah, that's sort of been my focus this year.
What records have you set in the hurdles? I'm assuming. I know you.
Well, yeah. Well, in the decathlon first, like last year I was an NCAA champ in the heptathlon indoor and then outdoor in the decathlon. But yeah, in this past year, let's see, I broke the school record.
In the 400?
Yeah, I think it was my third time ever running the event. Yeah, so like, you know, cool. I can't complain.
How do you like being a Razorback so far? I'm looking at the logo in front of us, but.
For sure. I will say it's been my favorite experience. You know, I spent time at USC, spent time in Michigan where I graduated from, but when I came down here to Arkansas, and maybe it's the SEC or maybe it's Fayetteville, I'm not sure. It's like this specific university, and actually the commitment to like track and field and sports is a different level. It's really the best I've seen.
Without mentioning names, there's track athletes who graduated from other schools and then they go professional and then they come here to train.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
yeah, there's actually quite a few who just, you know, they want to be in Fayetteville, they want to train with our coaches, but we have every resource possible. I mean, this is basically a mini Olympic training center right here in Arkansas. It's kind of cool.
Speaking of Olympics, I'm assuming 2024 Olympics, they only happen every 4 years. You're graduating right in time to be a pro athlete for the Olympics. Is that one of your goals coming up?
Yeah, it's one of my goals to go to the Olympics. It's always been my goal. Actually, what's funny is it was pretty close for me in 2021. I just missed out on qualifying for the Tokyo Olympics. That was painful, you know, to sit at home watching guys be in the Olympics and you know, sort of accomplish their childhood dreams. But my goal now, this is my last year of eligibility. Next week, it's my last competition as a hog. And my goal is to, sign a professional contract, go pro, as they say. And then next summer will be the Olympic Games.
Yeah, what is going pro entitled for a track athlete?
Man, if you ask a different track athlete, you'll get 10 different responses. I'm serious. Most people will say it's, you know, signing a traditional shoe contract with a big company. You know, Nike, Puma, New Balance, Adidas, those kind of companies. But there's a lot of post-collegiate track athletes who are actually not being funded, which is actually difficult in our sport. We don't have a league, right? We don't have the NFL, the NBA. So like a lot of the people in our sport really aren't being, we don't have the resources to train.
Well, being one of the top track athletes in the whole country, in the whole world, I'm sure you're gonna land a pretty big contract with whatever.
Shoot, yeah, that's the goal. I think, you know, I think I've done my 5 years time in college now at this point, and I think that I've created a case for myself that I'm one of the better athletes in the world, not just, you know, dicathletes, but just athletes, track and field athletes across the board. You know, right now I'm sitting in fourth in the world in the 400 hurdles, and then I guess fourth also in the world in the decathlon. So I can just
that's pretty cool.
It's up to me what I do, you know.
So yeah, you were in the Big Ten and the Pac-12, and now you're in the SEC, and you've moved around and been the champ in every one of those. So it's pretty. I mean, that's pretty undebatable.
Have I? Yeah, shoot, I have. I've been a Pac-12 champion in the relay that year as a freshman, and then I was a Big Ten champion in the decathlon, and then an SEC champion in the 400 hurdles and in the heptathlon.
Yeah. So it's pretty. You know, nobody can really question if.
Look, someone should do their research, but I think I'm the only man in history to do that, to accomplish that feat.
Well, yeah, you said 3-time national champ. What was it like winning your first one, I guess? I mean,
yeah.
Or is one standout team more than the other?
I would say the biggest one that stands out is my first NCAA championship, which was indoor 2022. I won the heptathlon. I came back from a massive deficit. No one had me winning. I was in 4th place going into the last event, and I pulled it off. I pulled off the, I guess you call it an upset. And yeah, like to win, like I had never been a national champion before.
And it came from a deficit.
And yeah, man, everyone was sleeping on me, and that's just, you know, that's life. And I came out on top.
So the Bowerman finalist, Britton actually gave me a great explanation. She goes, it's basically like the Heisman Trophy for the track world. Only one male and one female in the whole country get it a year, and you came down. It was between you and
me and another athlete, Trey Cunningham, hurdler. Yeah, so I was the you know, the Heisman Trophy finalist. Yeah. You know, they bring the athletes to that, and I was top 2. It came down to just us 2, and ultimately, you know, I didn't come away with the actual trophy, but
does that put a chip on your shoulder, or?
No,
is it an honor just to get there?
It's it's like what I mean. I'm a decathlete. In this sport, man, let me be honest with you. The decathlon doesn't get a lot of love, or attention, and so to be recognized amongst, this guy's one of the best track and field athletes in the NCAA, or rather, he's top 2 in the NCAA, is like, that's actually a pretty big honor.
What's your most memorable Razorback highlight?
Probably this indoor season. We were at the Indoor National Championships in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Had a massive PR, school record, actually surpassed the collegiate record, but ultimately didn't win the competition, which is crazy. It was the greatest heptathlon competition ever. A couple hours after I had done 7 events, and I ran the 4x4, and we won the national championship in the 4x4.
So Owens-Delerme in front of Escobar.
And on top of that, right when we crossed the finish line, like we checked the scoreboard, we were number 1, like we were on top, and we had just won a team national championship. Like, dude, that's crazy.
You kind of finished it for
Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, to have like done all that in one meet, I mean, that's, you know, that's how I wanted to sort of go out.
So yeah, you just graduated with your MBA, Master's in Business Administration, or what is it?
Yeah, you're making me feel old, man. I'm done. I just finished my MBA, Master's in Business Administration. That's right. Yeah, that's a pretty elite 3 letters, you know.
That goes on people's plaques.
Exactly, like that adds to your name, and so it's sort of an honor to have graduated from Walton to the Walton College of Business.
Let's talk like your goals. I know we talked about the Olympics.
My goal, quite frankly, is to go to the Olympic Games and go win a gold medal, like like most athletes would tell you. But I'll definitely say I'm putting in the work to be able to realize that goal.
You run under the Puerto Rico flag or brand in world meets, and then you traveled there and did media, went to games. You did some modeling there.
Hey, how you know about that?
Yeah, I wonder. You're on a magazine too. You went back
was on a magazine.
Did a lot in Puerto Rico. So what's your ties there?
They showed love for sure. Yeah. My mom's Puerto Rican, and I've got a lot of family who lives on the island, and my grandparents, you know, were born and raised there, and sort of instilled in us the pride to be Puerto Rican. And the way I was raised was that it was always Puerto Rican flags around. There's always that culture that I was brought up with, and so that was instilled in me, and I made that decision. Like, I'm gonna put on for my small little country of a couple million people, and see where that takes me.
About a year ago on social media, you changed your name from Ayden Owens to Ayden Owens-Delerme. So does that have to do something with your Puerto Rican roots, or what was that decision?
I mean, the name Delerme is my mother's maiden name. And so I've always had that on my passport. Obviously, growing up in the States, you don't use your second last name. But in Puerto Rico, they use both names. So to show pride to my dad's side, the Owens, and also Delerme is my Puerto Rican side, I just wanted to make sure that everyone was represented.
That's really cool.
You know? And so it wasn't a name change by any means. That's always been my name.
Name integration.
Yeah, the name integration, that's right.
Well, what's something people might not know about you?
I read a lot, so I don't tend to go out and about, or
The Dixon is not your.
Nah, this street here is not mine. Actually, I've never been here really, like on a weekend.
Yeah.
So no, like unless I'm eating food during the day, but I don't really eat much here. But no, I don't go out, man. I like to order food, take it back home, watch documentaries on history, and read history books.
We're gonna go through the Slim Chickens drive-thru right now. I'm assuming most of y'all have been to Slim's, but if you haven't, you get to experience it with us right now.
Try doing an interview in Spanish on live TV when you're like not fluent in Spanish. Nah, that's nerves, bro. That's nerves. On like a big TV, like a Latin American TV station.
Oh, if you mess up in Spanish, they're gonna all be
yeah, dude, it's funny. I think I'm ready to order.
I got you. Let's do it.
I'm gonna do the Slim's meal.
And how about a drink, boys?
Big tongue water guy. Gotta hydrate.
That's right. I got you down for a water.
I'm gonna do the hungry meal.
And we also need a hungry meal.
Strawberry shake in the drink.
And how about a drink?
And he needs a strawberry shake.
Oh, y'all the cheese.
So you were a Slims athlete. You and Britton both.
Yeah.
Did an NIL deal with them.
Slim supported the journey. Yeah. It's an Arkansas hometown thing. So when I came down here, they were showing a lot of support. Yeah, me and Britton. They and a couple other athletes.
They do 2-track, a women's basketball, a football, and a softball, I think.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, it was a great time. We did a lot of like Slims events. They had like an event every month. Shout out Slims. It's a great establishment.
Yeah.
Sir. You the man.
From hydrating to a shake. Where you wasn't?
It was him. He needed that shake.
Oh, y'all take everybody like the truck.
Yes, sir. Have a good one. Yes, sir.
Well, yeah, y'all. We're gonna eat the Slims off camera. Good luck at the national championship
Thank you,
this
sir.
week.
It's gonna be fun.
We'll close it there.
All right.
So I'ma hold it down till we all win. We been at the clip, ballin'.
Huge lead. Nobody even close to his personal best, but this is what he does really well.